Good?
Yeah.
Wait. Hey, am I good?
Oh.
He put the potato in the pot. He is a potato.
What
Potato
is
pound.
Alex Trebek? What is
I
Alex
would like
Trebek?
big booty bit.
Going live.
Oh,
Are we live?
Alex.
Oh, we live? Are we on cam?
Oh.
Oh, hello. So I'm Michael Gramling,
I'm Cindy Munoz.
and welcome to another wonderful Tuesday. We have an exciting episode today.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
I'm so excited.
We have a special guest.
Daniel.
Daniel-san. Cindy, what are we doing today?
We are going to be playing Daniel's game. It is called Collateral Damage.
I like this game
It
a
is
lot.
So much fun. We've been
Thanks,
playtesting
Mikey.
it quite a bit.
Thanks, Cindy.
Yes.
So without further ado, we've got a lot of stuff to kind of recap on, but we'll get that to the end. We'll get that at the end.
Yeah.
All of that, none of that matters. Okay?
No. So we're going to talk about this.
Yes. And Daniel, are we? Hello, Daniel.
Hi.
Welcome. Yes.
Welcome to Cleric Talk.
Welcome to the studio.
Hi guys.
So we're playing. You're one of my favorites. So Daniel's been with us for a while. When did we first meet you?
Thank you, Joe. I just got a compliment on my hair. I'm sorry.
Oh, fantastic.
All right.
She had it done a week ago.
Continue.
We met 2 years ago. Lo introduced us because she met Cindy and Josh at a convention running D&D, and then she spitball this idea of all of you guys hanging out and meeting DMs to help run D&D programs for you guys. I think you guys at the time were talking about like 21 and over D&D sessions, and I was like, hell yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. And so I started DMing, and then you guys liked my art, and so I started doing some graphic design work for you guys, and then I introduced you to my game Collateral Damage that I made 6 years ago.
Yeah, this has been in the works for a while.
For a long time.
It's been like almost completed for.
I've been playtesting it for fun. When I was living in San Francisco, I came up with the idea.
Yeah, tell us that story. I want to hear the story from the beginning, because that's my favorite story.
All right, so I was sitting outside of a coffee shop in San Francisco. What a horrible cliche. I'm outside of a coffee shop thinking of my big dream. And I'm having like a nice cup of coffee, and it's a nice sunny day. And down the street, there's like a film shoot going on, because I lived in the Lower Haight, and a lot of like filming would happen every now and then in my neighborhood. And there's this shot, and there's supposed to be like a quick little chase scene, but it wasn't supposed to be like action packed. It was just like a rom-com or something. And they caught some of the regulars some of the locals in the shot walking by going to the dog park, and the director had to go, cut, bah! And in my head I was like, wouldn't that be weird if our whole life was a movie somebody was watching, but we weren't the stars and we were constantly getting in the way of things? And then that just kind of grew more and more into, I was going to do it as a comic book at the time, because I was working in the comic book industry, and I was like, oh, I should turn that into a comic book idea. And then shortly after that, I started working in the board game industry, working at a local board game shop in San Francisco, and called Gamescape, and I'll shout out to them because they're awesome. If you know the Gamescape crew in San Francisco, they're rad. But I used to work for them as their media manager, and I just started thinking of this as a game, and I slowly started making rules for it as a joke, playtesting it to friends, and then after about 3 years out there, I started playtesting it more, and then finalizing the rules and fine-tuning them, and I've been sitting on it now I haven't touched it or done any art for like 2.5 years, and then I was like, you know what, this is the year, like, I'm gonna do it, and then I demoed it to you guys, and you guys were like, yeah.
So you have there's a Kickstarter for this. What kind of dates do we have for the Kickstarter?
So we are, fingers crossed, launching on the 9th of July. July 9th. And gonna run a 30-day campaign, like normal campaign. There's gonna be different tier slots for different things. Gonna be a soft cover and a hard cover if possible. The majority of the artwork in the book right now is all mine. Not that I'm cocky or anything, but I'm just like, I've done everything in this book.
I don't know if we have a random image to pull up, but there's a fist and a hot dog.
Oh yeah, so this is the old cover.
Yeah.
And that's the hot dog. And
I love this. I love this fist and the hot dog. I think
I updated the art. It looks a lot better. Like, it fits the style of the art now that I'm doing. But at the time, it was just a joke because the first play testers I ever had were a buddy of mine named Mars, another friend of mine. I remember his name. Anyways, totally blank. Sorry, guys.
It means you're not important.
Yeah. What's unfortunate is the other guy was the one who was playing the streetcar vendor in the superhero setting, and he played this hot dog vendor, and it was hilarious, and he got buried by debris in their action movie they were living in, and his character died in that scene, and he said, with a dying breath, I hold my hot dog high. I thought it was hilarious, and so I illustrated that as my ongoing like cover, and I guess you can kind of call it like our logo and focal point. I want somebody to just wear a hot dog suit and become my mascot and just walk around with me like with a sign saying Collateral Damage.
To our cosplay creators, if you can make a hot dog outfit,
please and thank you.
Contact us. So Cindy, you've played, I've played.
Yes.
What is your take on the game? Before we really get into it, I guess.
It is very random and it's never boring. It's always different. I mean, that's why I like it. It's unpredictable. You don't know where it's going, and you're like, well, let's just take it there. You know what I mean?
The game has gone some places, some great places.
Yeah.
I have great memories.
Now, Daniel, what would you say the age, in your opinion, for this game would be? So
most people that play it kind of all agree that you have to have really good storytelling capabilities. So I usually say 14 and older. But if I could be honest, I've played with my friends' kids who are as young as 8. As long as they are really good at storytelling and can handle the basic math that's in it, super easy. Yeah. See, and I think, and that's the other thing that I like about the game is that I like that you can literally, if you want to make it very adult, it is very easy to go there. Yeah.
And I'm a huge fan.
Scale it down too for the kids.
In terms of the math, I'm a huge fan of the math because it's literally a D10 and 3d6s. Like that's all you need to play. It's all you need. It's very minimal. There's not a lot of anything you need to worry about, and it's really just like, to me, I think of it like an improv storytelling. Like, hello everyone. I know we're drunk, but let's talk about our stuff.
And that's kind of what I was going for with it. Like, I originally thought of it because I have a lot of friends who likes the concept or the idea of sitting down and playing a role-playing game. But as a very avid and heavy role player myself, I know how difficult that can be, especially since you want to continue telling your story. And so I needed something quick and light that my friends would enjoy. And it really is just a storytelling game. Like, we're all just hanging out telling a ridiculous story together. And it does have like the Dungeon Master, DM, GM. I use SM, and sometimes that gets people to raise an eyebrow, but it's Story Master, because you're like kind of helping lead. You're almost like the director in the movie that these people are living in, but it's more just to set a scene and then let your players just go wild. And sometimes if they go a little too wild, you gotta rein them back in so they stay online with the story. But most of the time, it's just facilitating the story, or like helping fit in as much as you can of your story before the characters either die or you get to the last act of the game.
Well, enough talk. I want to play. So we've already we've already done a couple of things ahead of schedule. So to keep the theme of surprise for the game, we're playing at we'll start with Cindy. Who's your character?
I'm like Karen Savage, and I'm the babysitter. I'm mentality-wise, I'm super ambitious. Which obviously, if I'm a babysitter, I'm making that cash flow, you know.
So before Karen Savage's friend over here introduces themselves, the reason she's a babysitter is at the beginning of the game, the story master, myself, rolls percentile die to see what movie setting kind of world you're in. And we rolled up the horror movie setting.
That's right. There's a bunch of settings. How many settings are there?
There's 5 settings. There's the fantasy setting, horror setting, western setting, sci-fi setting, and superhero setting. I think I switched those 2. But there's 5 settings, and within each setting, there's 9 different character classes that the players get a chance to play, and it's all randomized by just luck of the rolls. And so yes, the camp counselor.
Okay, so babysitter,
right? So in the rules, there's also descriptions and everything for each class. So the babysitter is you're not the fastest nor the brightest, but you're good with kids, attractive, and know all the emergency telephone numbers to help in any situation.
All the emergency numbers.
I'm the responsible one.
Call 555. We need adults.
And then also with each class comes stat adjustments, which we'll get to stats in a second. But yours is a stat adjustment that I call dumb luck. Even if your luck stat is under 5, you get to still roll 2d6s during your luck roll. That'll make sense in a second. I know that doesn't make sense right now.
I'll just put 2d6s down there just because I already know that's where we're going.
And then lastly with a character class is you get to choose a flaw, A, B, or C.
We'll go with C for Cindy.
Oh, there you go.
Clever.
C, no matter what is happening around you, you are always on your phone. You love to gossip.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
This is IRL. Well,
what?
Well, you do know all of the right numbers. So.
Yeah, you have them all saved in that cell phone of yours. All right, and then let's go over to you, Mikey. What was yours?
So I'm a camp counselor.
You're a camp counselor.
My class.
That's your class.
My name is Darby Holt. And
Darby Holt.
Yeah, I'm a counselor, and we're at camp. What camp are we at?
Oh, I don't know.
Give me a good camp. We're at Camp Summer Sploosh. Okay.
Summer Sploosh.
Yeah. That's why Darby Holt like that.
Show.
And then I rolled the mentality of childish.
So it makes sense. Yeah.
I'm like as smart as a kid. Like my mind's like literally like a child.
Which is great that you're taking care of other people's children.
I have to like guide them.
You really do. You really do.
You don't do that, you'll drown.
But then I'm here for backup because obviously Darby can't be trusted.
She can't.
You're just that way because you have both of your parents.
So here's what Darby gets to look forward to. You're peppy, perky, and the only real reason you took this job was to try to get laid this summer.
That's right. And to get laid, I brought a secret weapon. Da-da! Da-da-da! They said I couldn't wear the headband. I brought it. I'm wearing it.
It's a prop for Darby. It's a prop for Darby.
Oh! Feels so good.
Now I really want revenge on Darby.
Right. Darby.
Fucking hot.
Your stat adjustment, Darby.
My first good F-bomb.
Yeah. Your stat adjustment is you get a +3 to resilience.
That's right.
Because you're a
camp counselor. That guy says Josh.
What? Who invited that guy? Like Darby.
Wait, what did he say?
Who invited that guy?
Oh, I thought he said we fired that. Like, hey, I thought you fired him. You did. and I have come back with vengeance and
Darby, A, B, or C for flaw?
I like to. I'm gonna go middle ground. I'm gonna go with B.
B. No matter how horrible the situation, you are always very positive.
Yeah, glass
Overly positive.
is overfilling.
All of the time. So no wonder we...
I'm constantly texting my sister about all the stupid shit you do.
So,
I'm in charge! I'm in charge! Okay.
Right.
That voice I feel like might get really annoying real soon. Let me know. So that I can stop doing it.
So also, not only are you guys in a horror movie setting as the world you live in, but there's also genre types. There's a chart that you get to roll off of with a D10 as the story master to pick which genre you are in.
The horror world has a little blip for it, right?
Oh, it does, yeah.
Yes, I love. So because we're so special and we've gotten to play other things, each of the worlds has this amazing little bit of text with it, and I love this.
It helps to kind of have your players understand the world they're in.
No, it really does.
It kind of gives you a little idea in your brain hole. So horror setting. For some reason, it's always dark out, or if it is daylight, it's windy, foggy, or raining. Seriously, the weather should be the last thing on your mind, though, in this setting. This setting is full of creeps, freaks, monsters, and heaps of dead bodies. Keep your eyes wide and alert, but remember the number one rule. If you're going to have sex, you're probably going to die. Just saying, we've all seen a horror movie. The ones that have sex never make it out alive. It's like evil hates sex. And that's the blurb for the horror world. So now you guys know what kind of world you're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love these. So I've read thoroughly through some of these things, and Daniel's writing is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I wish we could spoil so much stuff. All of the classes are remarkable, and the artwork.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yes.
Obviously, a lot of this will start being leaked and put out once the Kickstarter goes live. So.
And if you come to our events,
yep.
More than likely we have now tables that we run at least one table of, and Daniel was there at our last event at the Washington SummerCon.
Yep.
And we all got a chance to play.
We got to really experience our relationship.
Yeah.
And how we view each other.
It was quite enjoyable. I had a great time running that game. I had a lot of fun with all the players. I got to try it out. So if you're watching, thanks for playing again. That was a lot of fun.
Yes. Quick plug, the Northwest Pirate Festival. We're headed to that. So that's our next event. We'll have relevant information coming soon.
Oh man.
We're gonna 14th of July. 13th and 14th of July. I think
awesome.
Next episode we're gonna talk more about it. I think so.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, the Pirate Fest.
I'm hoping that we'll have a special guest that day.
Oh.
I don't.
Secret.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
I don't know.
I'm hoping we have
the
the Cleric.
Don't spoil it for me.
Oh man.
Anyways, if you do manage, and we'll talk about stuff. Definitely come play it. It's phenomenal. And it looks like we have something to look at in the chat.
Oh, Don. I know Donna Time. Yes, Donna Time was there. Pain.
Oh yes. Oh man, she was hilarious in the horror setting with her. She was a goth. Oh god, what was she? Was the goth kid. I'm trying to remember her name because it was hilarious. Something Graves, and she was super flamboyant and and she had a huge crush on Toby.
I think if I remember correctly, I got to sit in that game, and I think I was a goth kid too.
I can't. Oh no. One of you who was Smelly Kelly, the gas attendant?
Oh
who played
God.
Smelly Kelly.
Was that the one I DM'd?
Yes, it was the one you DM'd.
Oh my goodness, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Any hoozle. Love that game.
Any hoozle.
Any hoozle.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is also with the settings, the Story Master also rolls for a genre. I rolled earlier and got the mystery genre. So you're in a horror movie mystery. And
that's fine.
I like who did it?
Like who did it?
It was me.
It was
What was that?
I don't even know.
The muscles required.
Yeah.
The
Stupid.
muscles it requires to do that is
I gotta
weird.
text my sister right now. Tell her how stupid she is. Oh my god.
In the rules there are like tropes and
Yeah.
recommended like movies you can watch if people don't get what a mystery movie is or anything.
On as for themes, there's 10 themes, right?
Yes, there's 10 different
Can we spoil
genres.
some of them?
I mean, yeah, you got your normal rom-com, you got a slasher film, there's like monster flicks, we're playing a mystery. Each one will always have like a small little list of like recommended movies that I liked or that I just thought were good ones to put in there, and then like tropes to help the story master come up with ideas on how to write this game in their head, because all of this is kind of played on the whim. Like
That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
I like that everybody's got to be creative when it comes to this, because you got to roll and you go with it.
You just kind of go with whatever the dice tell you, and unfortunately they're kind of against you all the time.
In like a weird good way though.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. My favorite part is coming up though for your character creation before we get to your stats is your relationships. So you guys might have noticed they kept like arguing and saying things already, kind of spoiling what their relationships were. But it's so in a normal game or in another game with more players, each of you would be rolling your d10 once for the person to your left and then once for the person to your right. In just a 2-player game like we have right now, you guys only had to roll once because you guys are right next to each other.
Right.
I believe.
What's like a general table size?
I designed the game to be played with at least, or it has to have one story master, like a minimum of 2 players, and then it can be played up to 6. I've done a game of, I think you guys remember my demo for you guys. Was a game of 10 or something, and
was that at the bar?
Yeah, that was when we played at the bar, and that was a huge game. And that was very long. The more players you have, the longer it goes. But I definitely say you can have a table of 6 and have it be done in probably about 3 hours. Mm-hmm. So like a normal D&D session, if that's normal to most of you guys, that's normal for most of my games. So the relationships kind of help the players figure out. So we already know you guys are in a horror mystery, like that's your world. But how do your characters know each other? And this is where the relationship chart comes in. And so we had you guys roll earlier, and Darby, your character was incredibly envious of Karen Savage.
I'm so envious.
So describe why you're so envious of her life.
Because she has both of her parents and I don't. I don't have it. I was when Darby was just a wee little lamb.
A wee little lamb.
Yeah.
Gentle.
She came up with the fantasy that she didn't have any parents. She does.
Oh, she totally does.
She just for whatever reason just believes like, no, those are my cousins. They're just older.
They're just older.
Such
so that's why you're envious that you're envious because she thinks she doesn't have parents.
Yeah.
all right. That's pretty interesting.
I live with my cousins or my roommate They like make me famous.
They're really good roommates.
But freaking Karen, I saw yours.
And so also before
they're also like my parents and her parents are like best friends.
Oh,
yeah, that's another. I don't know why, but that's.
You're like, my roommates have the worst taste in friends.
I don't know why my cousins are friends with your mom and
we were forced to hang out when we were younger.
Yeah,
and I
that's
fucking
fair.
hated it.
Yeah. So speaking of that, before we got on, I believe Karen rolled that you and Darby used to pick on you in school when you guys were both younger. Well, now it's time for revenge. What did Darby do to you when you guys were younger, and what are you gonna do, or what is your plan on getting revenge on them?
I mean, besides how good looking I am compared to Darby, I think my revenge has already been set. But there's so much more that I could do.
She's always getting at me.
There's so much more I can do. Like, I know.
So much more I can do.
I know she's never been with a guy. I could totally destroy that chance.
Damn.
And then, like, I make so much more money than her because she has to volunteer as, like, a camp counselor. But me, I'm, like, the babysitter. So, like, I get paid by the hour.
I really just wish I was like you. I just like want to, like, wear you on my body. I feel like her spirit animal's a goat. I'm really coming to terms with Darby.
I can see Darby as a goat.
A little bit.
Are we like?
What are the freezing?
Oh, oh God, what the freezing goats? I think is what they're called.
I don't remember.
Isn't that like a horrible disease? But it's really
funny
to
when
look
they get
at.
scared. Whenever you scare them.
So
it's just you have to scare them.
I'm just gonna give myself a side note. May freeze.
When
mid scare. When I was younger and I had a boyfriend and we were like going places, but I got scared in the middle of it and just.
And he got scared he thought he killed you and ran away and never spoke to you again. Ever.
I was like, come back.
I mean, you know what, Darby? There's a lot of people out there, and there's some that might like that.
It's my movie.
It's my movie. Well, it's not, because you're not the stars, remember? Anyways, so
I'm just here to babysit.
Let's go ahead and get your guys' stats really quick. So the way you get your stats, you have 3 stats in the game of Collateral Damage. You have what's called luck, which is exactly what it sounds like. The higher your luck is, the luckier you are at avoiding situations or obstacles or problems or pain. So you usually want to put your highest rolled die into luck. And then you have vulnerability. Vulnerability is exactly what it sounds like. How vulnerable are you to taking even more damage or pain, whether it be psychological, physical, emotional, etc. And then so you usually want your lowest die roll to be in your vulnerability. And then your last stat is resilience. And resilience is how good are you at dusting yourself off, getting back up on that saddle and riding off. Or, I mean, mainly, how good are you at healing yourself, taking care of yourself. You usually want your second highest roll in that. So the way you get these is you're going to take your 3d6s, roll them out.
Good luck.
Usually want. That's that's great.
Mine's way better.
That's actually really good. Yeah. So, won't you guys tell the viewers your roll?
I guess I'll go. So I roll a 5, a 4, and a 2.
Awesome.
So clearly, luck being the most important stat, we'll take a 5.
Yep.
Vulnerability, I want as my lowest roll.
Yep.
So I'm going to put my 2 in there.
All right.
4, and that'll be my resilience.
Yep.
And
then with your camp counselor stat adjustment, you get a +3 to resilience.
Yeah. So. This handy dandy chart.
Yeah. And so once once Mikey now has Darby's stats, at the bottom he'll see the stat total chart, and that'll tell you how many d6s you roll during a situation, basically during a luck roll, a vulnerability, and a resilience. Cindy, what was Karen's rolls?
Luck, we put a 5.
All right.
Vulnerability, I put a 4.
All right.
And then
you always get high vulnerabilities.
I know.
All right.
And then resilience, I got a 6.
She's just a very
nice,
open,
awesome.
She's a very heartfelt camp. I mean,
she's
really always absorbed in her phone.
It's true.
But when she gives you, when she puts the phone down and looks you in your soul, it's
heartfelt.
Look at
100%. Everything is there. And your
cell phone is my zen, so I'm listening even harder to you when I'm on my phone.
That's so difficult because Darby's voice is so piercing.
It's true.
That's why you always have the phone up here.
I grew up with it, though. I grew up with it.
And strong.
It's fine.
You were like a sister to me.
Or cousin.
You're like a sister.
I don't need any more.
So the stat total chart is basically going to just tell you how many d6s you roll during the situation. You can write that down underneath the stat. The higher your stat number, the more dice you get to roll, which isn't always great when it comes to vulnerability. So that's basically setting up a game of Collateral Damage. The last thing we do is I tell you that it's Act 1 of 3. So you're going to have to try to survive 3 acts in this horror mystery movie that I decided to call
My favorite question mark on it, like, oh! No, hold on a second. That's the that's the intro title.
Because you're the extra in the movie that everybody remembers. They're like, I don't even remember what the damn movie was about, but Darby pierced my soul.
That chick was just too.
She was there and then she was gone, and it was like, ugh. What happened?
So yeah. So you're in
Reese's Pieces.
So for your first act, the story master is going to tell you that there's a major event. There's always a major event going on in an act. This is basically what's the bad stuff that's going to happen around you that you're trying to avoid. This movie of your life called is, I'm going to wonder how many more times we can do that before we actually start playing, is going to be a villainous revenge is what's the major event in the background is happening in your life. And then we're about to get started, and what the story master does is asks all of you to roll your d10 once, please. And this will be their objective for this act. And objectives are kind of ridiculous. They can be anything from picking the kids up from school to not being seen to hurting other players. So let's find out what you guys got.
Yes.
Karen, what did you get?
I got a 3.
Karen, your objective is not to be seen during this act. Ooh, all right, but you like the attention. And Darby,
6.
A 6. Darby, yours is to get to work.
I am the counselor.
You have to be able to be there for the kids.
I'm late.
Oh, also, if anybody is wondering, if players roll the same number, whoever the story master asks second about what they want to do, they can either raise the die by 1 or lower it by 1 to change the result. Anyways, that's a just silly little rule.
No, it's a good one.
It is. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what I decided for the opening of
Who did they hire to do the voice for the start of our movie?
I have no idea.
Call the director. I'm out.
We've decided, or I decided that Karen, the family you work for, what's their last name?
The Hernandezes.
The Hernandezes?
Yeah.
That's gonna be so hard to pronounce.
Hernandez. Hernandez. Oh yeah, because you don't call her by her first name.
That's all my last name.
Oh, that's all your last names. It's just.
My last name is Savage.
Oh, yeah.
So like mine's not hard to say. You don't need to talk about Bobby, okay?
Bobby, your child that you watch over, it's his first day at camp at, what was it? Camp Summer Sploosh?
Summer Sploosh.
Yeah, they have a huge water slide called the Big Sploosh.
Did they not, test market this before going?
Well, they thought that this is back
Don't
in the
ask
day.
us, ask the writers.
Right.
This is back in the day before splooge was
oh yeah
was one of those words.
I get it.
It's like a luge. They go splooge.
Whoa!
So
that's in the commercial ad for the camp.
They haven't changed it since 1954.
It's dark like come on in like splurge.
Yeah.
Oh my
wow.
God, Darby.
This is an interesting start.
I'm imagining you with your phone, but it's like a brick phone. Because your face is just always in it. I'm texting.
Darby.
So it's the first day of Camp Summer Sploosh Summer Camp. Unfortunately for the campers, it's a rainy one. It's gloomy. So they're asking everybody to meet in the main mess hall where the kids drop off is going to be. So we're going to have Darby. You're going to be in your camp or like your bunk, I guess. Is that what they're called? I never went to summer camp.
It's a bed.
Nothing against you, Mom and Dad.
It's just a bed. I have a bed.
Oh, a bed. I'm a counselor.
I thought it's not bunk beds. You get your own bed.
I'm a princess. I'm the camp princess.
Wow, you are delusional.
Yeah. What it is it's actually just a tool shed that she cleaned out and put her mattress in. And so it's like, they did this for me.
Yeah. In crude handwriting, it's Darby's house.
Darby.
Keep out. No boys allowed.
Oh my god.
This year she put up like balloons and stuff because it's the best.
Yeah.
She's totally losing it.
I have a lot of garden gnomes all around my little tool shed.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Garden gnomes.
And they terrify me.
Now, why doesn't anyone ever come to visit me?
They're the ugliest thing I've ever seen. You and the gnomes.
You and your like weird bouquets of like dying flowers that you just have hanging out of it. People are like, this is a weird house.
I like to just pick stuff off the floor.
You look like a serial killer's cabin. All right, so we're gonna. Who has the lowest luck actually? What's your luck?
Ooh, I got a 5.
You got a 5?
I got a 5.
All right.
But I got the 2 D6s.
No, I'm just talking about the
matter.
total. All right.
Yeah.
So, and who has the higher vulnerability?
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna actually have the scene start with Karen Savage. What kind of car do you drive?
I drive an old 2002 Jetta.
Oh, of course you do. And it's probably like black or cherry red.
It's black with like a gray siding.
Oh, awesome race stripe.
No, like it's like they got it replaced. You know?
Oh, I see. Because you hit a lot of things.
No, I just got it like this. It's free.
Literally always driving with a phone in her face.
There's just dents everywhere. She's like, it wasn't my fault.
That wall shouldn't have been there.
Daddy, I don't know why that guy was there. He wasn't there a second ago.
I used to have a Jeep, but I crashed it too much, and Dad got me this really old, ugly thing. Oh,
okay.
But it's okay.
So your Jetta comes screeching. I'm going to imagine like you need to change the belt. So it's like, as you come into the parking lot.
Yes.
It's a heavy downpour, and you see signs that say, "Welcome campers, please check in the mess hall. Sorry about the bad weather." They actually wrote at the end because the camp here thinks they're real clever and hip with the kids.
Hip with the kids.
I'm down with it. So what would you like to do with the scene? You need to take Bobby indoors, and it's a downpour.
Yeah, I lead Bobby in there, and I'm like, well, I'm not checking into anything because I'm not a camper, but I guess I got to get Bobby in there.
Yes, that is true. All right, so you're
going
to go.
Was you literally like opening the door and just like kicking him out, like, have fun.
Get out.
Bobby's like, oh!
I'll let your mom know you love her. Bye.
Tell your mom the last check didn't clear, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Or tell Harriet to get her shit together.
I'm the only one that has any patience for you, Bobby.
I am your mother.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
The mystery. So I'm going to say, so you get out with Bobby and start walking him to the mess is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, I want you to give me a luck because I want to see if you are going to be able to see something. So the first roll in a game of collateral damage in a situation, this is now a situation I've caused, is going to be a luck roll. So during the act, since this is Act 1, as the story master, I only get 1d6. In Act 2, I get 2, and in Act 3, I get 3. So as the game progresses, the harder it gets. So I'm only going to get to roll 1. And what did you get?
7.
Oh yeah, I can't even beat that. So luckily enough for you, you're very lucky. And what you see in this heavy downpour and out in the woods is you just see a very tall, dark figure.
Okay.
And you're not the type of person to be like, I'm gonna stand up for Bobby. You're like, oh, fuck this, and you just run in really quick.
I grab my cell phone and I turn on the flashlight. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, no! And I run in there with Bobby.
Awesome. You have successfully made it into the mess hall. Congratulations. That's the first scene for Karen Savage. Coming over to the first scene for Darby. Darby, you're in your awesome bunk.
I made it myself.
You forgot that this is the first day, and so you have to welcome new campers. So your alarm didn't go off, maybe.
So I have there's an electrical cord that streams all the way into my tool shed that I had my alarm plugged into, but something must have happened to the cord because there's no power in my tool shed.
Weird. Do you investigate that?
Well, kinda. I mean, I need to know what time it is.
Give me a luck check.
It's dark in here.
I rolled a 4.
I got 6.
Oh, they beat me both. So, your...
I do... So I do collect things kind of on my trip. I also have, like, a very precarious, like mound of rock.
Just inside the cabin or outside of it?
I'm trying to also become a kleptomaniac. So I don't have parents and I'm a klepto, so I'm practicing. So there is just a mound of rocks.
I thought you got help for that.
You got bandages. Nice. All right. So that was fantastic.
This is why we keep him around.
He's a good laugh. All right, so Karen, Darby, you are successful, and all you do is you open your door, and in the downpour just outside of the window that your giant cord comes into, you can actually follow it all the way over to where the mess hall is, and like where you need to be. And you can see that somebody closed the window because of the rain over there, and it popped your plug off.
Oh!
You're used to getting your plug popped, aren't you?
Never had it pop before.
I'm a lot.
Open my window, counter.
Yeah, so how would you like to end your scene? Because you were successful in luck, so you now find that information, and you do see Karen running into the mess hall.
I wouldn't want to. Okay, so am I? So I didn't really get dressed for the part.
Not yet.
So to end my scene, what I need to do before I get to work as my objective is I need to find a uniform, whether it fits or not.
All right.
So that's my next gimmick.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
I need to find a new pair of duds.
Mama needs a new pair of shoes.
Maybe I'll just steal one from one of the kids.
Give me that.
Give me your clothes.
I'm a counselor.
Find the biggest one there and go to her tent or her cabin, pretty much.
Just throw her stuff around.
Her stuff will totally fit. Yeah.
Coming back to Karen, you open up the mess hall door, and inside is, I'll say, a good, it's still early, so maybe only 20 people in there. It's a couple counselors, the main head of the camp, and the reason you can tell that is he's wearing ridiculously tight, short khaki shorts and a tank top that says "Go Camp Cummers" or "Go Camp Cummers Sploosh," not Cummers Sploosh.
Yes. Oh boy!
Heard it here first, folks. Cummers Sploosh. Anyways, that was what the original owner's name was, and they since realized how it sounded, and they were losing. They were losing campers.
They just went with Sploosh.
So the owner's his son. It's Cummers Jr.
Yeah.
Junior Cummers.
Oh no. Oh. Welcome to camp, boys and girls. Wearing just this ridiculous camp shirt. The mascot is little Cummies. And he's like a big bear.
Imagine those shirts.
But it's like, it's a big bear, but over the years, like, it has just patchy spots now, so and it's just skin toned underneath. And you're like, Cummers has gone a long way.
Cummers.
Anyways, hi guys. Alright, back to this wonderful world we're making. I hope you guys are enjoying the movie. You come inside at, no pun intended.
That's not what it sounds like.
Yeah. That's just the door. That's like the ring that they have inside.
Oh my
like
god,
a
do we
bell.
have a convenience store bell? Like,
it used to also be a summer.
Kids friendly, so goes
To get more campers, they also are like to raise some extra money. The Cummers family like rents it out to like a clown school as well.
Last month it was clown school, so there was nefarious clown paraphernalia littered about.
That's not supposed to be in a horror movie. Yeah. There we go.
They let them use it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the kids can still play with it.
Yeah.
It's weird as a couple of them have like property of Ben Jones or something like that stitched inside. It's like who personalized their clown too? Anyways, sorry if there's a Ben Jones watching. I didn't mean to just throw your name out there. I don't know who you are.
I hope there's a Ben Jones out there that we just called out. Let us know in chat.
Personalizing his uniform. Anyway, along with, like, I'll say there's 3 counselors, the head junior Cummers, and thank you. This is what storytelling does. You make up weird stuff.
Let us roll it out.
And there's also like a couple moms and dads, and then like I'll say like 8 kids.
Okay.
Just checking in. 2 of the counselors are sitting behind a booth that says "Welcome, newcomers." Both of them have horrible fake smiles on. One of them, you definitely know, spent the whole night last night like throwing up because she drank too much. Because there's like big bags. She's a little sweaty and pale, but she's like, "Hi, welcome."
So I had my cell phone that I was trying to get the light, so then I come in and I like flash in the face of like the person that is the first counselor that's right.
Whoa, that's
and I'm
right.
Like, I need to like sign up, Bobby.
Bobby Hernandez.
And then I realize I'm being really loud, and I'm like, I mean, like, no, I have to sign in Bobby.
Go ahead and give me a luck roll.
And I definitely don't want to talk about what I saw because I'm not sure what I saw.
I get it.
Oh.
I rolled a 6.
Oh.
What'd you get?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. So, give me a vulnerability check real quick. So whenever somebody loses a luck roll to the story master, they have to go on to...
Snake eyes.
Awesome. That's a good roll for vulnerability. Whoa!
Please silence your phone.
That was a mother-in-law.
Please silence your iPad.
That was mother-in-law.
You know, sometimes you gotta talk to the mom.
No.
Karen, that's Bobby's parents calling and make sure did you get him to camp on time?
Oh my God, Bobby's
Karen,
parents
I swear,
so
if Bobby's
annoying.
not there.
They're so annoying.
They're always calling.
Stop helicoptering.
So you rolled snake eyes, you said, right?
Yeah.
So vulnerability, you want to roll lower than my roll, which is good that you got snake eyes, because I'll probably, it was cocked, but I still got a 3. So you still won. All right. So, and give me a resilience check, final roll, and she wants to get higher again. Oh yeah, you can get higher than a 1.
Oh, resilience?
Yeah. Perfect. So, what happens in the scene? You're not going to actually take any damage because of your resilience roll. You were able to heal it back up. But you did fail a luck, which means you would have taken 1 damage. And the scene goes like this. You yell out, "I need to sign up Bobby!" And the first camp counselor you see says, "Hello, my name is Kevin." And Kevin's like, "Whoa, hey, Unfortunately, you're not the parent of Bobby, and unless the parent is here, you can't sign him up. You look him dead in the eye, and you say, you sign up, Bobby? Nah.
Oh my God.
No.
It is so quiet in the mess hall that you can hear the small trickles running down his leg. That you have made him pee himself with those deadly eyes. You don't mess with a babysitter, folks. I'm just saying.
You just hear a fake.
Outside, he just hears over here. And Kevin's like, oh, yeah, no problems. Yeah, sign them away. What's up, Camperoo? Hey, we're going to have a fun summer. Woo!
That's what I thought.
I have a crush on Kevin.
Bobby, you heard Kevin? You're going to have a fucking fun summer, okay?
You're the best.
Thank you.
Bobby just sits there going, I hate you.
I fucking hate you too.
You're not my real mom.
You're not my real mom.
Thank God.
Go ahead, and the scene now goes back over to Darby. Darby, what would you like to do? You said you were looking for a pair of clothes.
Yeah. So I know I can't go into. So I still need to get in the mess hall.
Yep, gotta get to work.
But I can't go through the front door. But
right.
I know that there's a back door.
Oh.
I don't know if it's locked or not. And last I heard, that's where some crazy clown stuff happened from the camp before.
Oh.
But I'm hoping that there might be a reasonable outfit.
Okay.
Either in the back of the mess hall.
Okay.
Or I don't know.
All right. Give me a. Let's see if the door is unlocked. So give me a luck check. Oh yeah, I only rolled a 2.
I'm a 7. I'm a master locksmith.
It's not even that you're a locksmith. Is you just have like dumb strength. Like you're like, it's locked, and then it just like breaks off the hinges, and you're like, there it is.
Right.
Inside are plenty of options for your uniform.
I want to dress like the head counselor, Junior Cummings. That's the outfit that I want to have, a name tag and all of it.
Do you have a crush on Mr. Cummings, or is that the thing? Like,
no, it's not. It's more like.
Or you want to take over? You want to be him.
No. Like I want him to.
You want to be you? I forgot that.
I want him to be my dad.
Oh, I see. So you look up to
I want to be the perfect daughter.
The perfect daughter.
No.
You just want someone to call daddy.
So then what's gonna happen is you get.
I want to fucking. Oh, wait, what? Why did I say yes to that?
I have no idea. If you missed that, watch the video later. Rewind.
I did that.
That's a perfect example of why I'm a terrible, terrible storyteller. It's like, yes,
always. What'd you say?
Yes, wait, no. What have I done?
What have I done? All right, so your scene then, Darby, ends with as you have picked out the perfect outfit to look almost like,
it definitely has like camp swag and stuff. Like, maybe my shirt doesn't match, but I found a jacket maybe.
I was gonna say you definitely get like the outfit that is the closest to what like Junior Cummings is wearing, and
like a total nerd.
Total nerd.
And my hair is effed in the A because of the rain today.
Oh.
So as you're like trying to dry your hair off and like pulling it, like combing it out or whatever, Junior Cummings does walk in on you and sees that you have taken these clothes.
Sorry, don't look, I'm wet.
And that's where that scene ends. I'm not even gonna let anything go further than that. I am wet.
I'm wet.
The worst noise.
The noise is just like nails on a chalkboard. Oh my.
Is there like a hashtag of like like what is that?
Please spell Hashtag Darby
For DT is just hashtag voice.
Hashtag Darby. So I've got Darby and
Wally Miller was a food cart vendor who only served things he could deep fry, and it didn't matter if it was edible or not. It would be like, I think you like deep fried like a saw or something, a shoe. Like you were trying to just base. They get what was the couple gave him bus fare, and you took it out of her hands and deep fried it and gave it back.
That was the best part. Yeah, that there was a proposal, and it was out there. I was like, oh no, and it was like tucked it and then handed the deep fried item back. Like
it was fantastic.
I will say that the best line. Oh, it was Corey. Corey was the guy.
That's right. The guy.
I remember his last name. Corey was a cool dude. Corey had an amazing line because Miss Graves was like, come with me.
Oh, right.
And then his line back was, or she was like, what will it take for you to come with me? And he was like, how much is bus fare? And I was like,
it was a smooth line.
Spicy.
Yeah, it was a smooth line.
And she was like, $3.50.
All right. So we're back in the mess hall.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there. You've just successfully got Bobby Hernandez signed in. He goes and sits down with the 8 other kids that are here, and they're like, man, this camp better get full this summer.
So as soon as that happens and I see Darby coming in through the door, I look for like a back door to try to get out of there before.
Well, she's coming through the back door, so you have to go through the front door.
Okay, so then I totally forget that there's a shadow out there in the front.
Just then the lights cut. Give me a luck roll.
Okay.
Oh, I only rolled a 2, son of a... Usually the first act is the easiest one.
Oh, 5.
All right. Just then, right as you're about to go towards the door, I love doing that. Just then. You get to the door and you notice it's locked. And the lights cut out and it's pitch black. And everyone goes, ah! Because why does everybody scream when the lights go out? Why is it? It's not like you scream before going to bed when you turn the lights out. Like, why is it when you're at some place and the lights go out, the first thing they do is scream? No, you go, I'm going to bed. Click. Anyway, sorry, that was kind of a rant. I apologize.
My daughter does that. You lay her to bed, and the first thing she does is, and then passes out. And I'm like, well, okay, all right.
She gets it from that. She gets that from you.
Oh.
Every time you stay in a hotel with us, you scream before.
We don't have to talk. This is not the right time or place.
All right. So you notice the door is locked. Everyone screams when the lights go out, and you should give everybody the information that the door is locked. Good job.
Can I have my cell phone obviously in hand, and all you see is the glow of my cell phone.
You just wait a minute. The door is locked.
I have to text my sister and be like, what the hell is happening right now?
So we're gonna cut over to Darby really quick. Darby, the door is open. You see Karen Savage by the front door. You guys quickly make eye contact after you yell, "I'm wet!"
Carol!
And then as you see her about to leave, the lights go out. Give me a luck check, please. I got a 3.
I got 5.
No.
Do I feel anything brush against me in the dark?
You hope.
You totally hope.
Yes, I'm
you in the pitch black. You do see across the way Karen's cell phone glow, and you notice there's a light cell phone glow behind you. But when you turn around, the lights mysteriously come back on, and nothing's there. And sitting at your feet is Junior Commerce, and he's dead.
No.
Gotta set up the mystery, right?
That's fair.
Because it's a horror movie mystery.
Yeah.
So you saw a bright light behind you. The lights, you turn around, the lights come on, there's nothing there, and there is your dead camp leader. Is that what they're called? Who's the head of the camp? What is that called?
It's like I don't know.
Anyways, head camper. Sure.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay.
Give it to me. Give me the answer somewhere in the chat if you want.
Yeah.
What would you call it?
So that's the end of Act 1. This is where we would stop, and then I would ask you each, What was your objective?
It was not reached. It was not to be seen.
That is true. And Darby made direct eye contact with you. So
Yes,
unfortunately,
she did.
you didn't get your objective. So what happens here is I give Cindy and the lovely Karen Savage a +1 to her vulnerability, which I believe makes that a 5, which means you're going to start rolling 2 dice on that. That's really bad because vulnerability, remember earlier how I said that the dice go up per act? Vulnerability is the only one the Story Master always rolls 1 die, because it's always easy to be vulnerable. Anyways, that was kind of deep. I don't want to talk about that. Anyways, and Darby Holes, what was your objective?
I had to get to work.
I'd say you successfully did that.
I think
You
so.
got dressed, you were at the mess hall in time.
I just framed myself because now I look like Mr. Cummings.
That's true. You even, like, drew on a mustache.
I want to be the perfect daughter. No, that's mine. Oh
my God.
So, because you were successful, I'm going to give you
I gotta get out of
3
here.
+1s that you can add to either your resilience or luck.
I'm putting it all into resilience.
All right.
I'm kidding.
And I want to make sure I'm really good at healing. And so Mikey would choose what Darby would want in there, whether it be better at luck or being better at healing himself or herself or themselves. I don't judge. My game's open to everybody.
Yeah. Darby doesn't know either.
That exactly. Darby's still figuring it out.
Yeah.
And that is a successfully played Act 1, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Obviously, we don't have time for the full 3 acts to do on stream because that would take probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
I'm really sad about this because I need to know about like what happened to Mr. Cummings.
I will send you an email later telling you the whole ending.
There you go. Fair enough.
It was Junior Cummers the whole time.
So yeah, this is kind of a little teaser taste.
Yeah.
Of us playing the game. And,
yeah. Fun thing about it for all of you who might have enjoyed what you saw, but were like, my friends still wouldn't play all that. That's too hard to remember. This was their character sheet, and on the back of it is all the rules.
Yeah.
This is a cheat sheet for basically how to do things. Created from starting a game to playing a game. Once again, like I said, I wanted to make it easy for folks. And anyways, thank you guys. That was a lot of fun. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do.
Appreciate you coming in.
Oh, of course.
I am a big fan of Collateral Damage. I'm excited to play it. Some more coming up. And,
yeah.
I'm excited for those of you who get to join and come and check it out.
Definitely. Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
I know we were gonna probably be at Dragonflight for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
we are going to be at Dragonflight.
Yeah, I am. And I should have a prototype of the final book. Like I said,
are we gonna have artwork in this next one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be basically the last printed version before we go to full print of the book.
Cool.
So that way people will have a chance to actually see what the product's gonna look like.
What is our retail price for the book? Do we have that set?
I don't think we have it set yet, but I believe I could get I believe it was around $20-$25 for the game. It's going to be around 100 and some pages. There's going to have some intro adventures in it, stuff like that, to teach the game to new players and story masters alike. And yeah, character sheets, all that fun jazz. So
yeah, we'll keep you guys updated too as things go along and as we get closer to the Kickstarter release.
I think we're trying to get some specialty dice.
Yes, we were trying to get that into the works, and maybe we can make that
that would be
an incentive for like
maybe like a add-on or a stretch goal or like something like that.
If there's, I mean, for those of you guys who've watched this or are watching this now as a post video, leave us a comment. Tell us, something that maybe you'd like to see. I mean, the game doesn't require that much in terms of like accessories. But
no, not at all.
I think dice would be kind of cool. And
I'm one of my things as an ongoing DM for my Dungeons and Dragons team, our crew, is I really miss. Do you guys remember in older versions you used to be able to buy a packet of character sheets and just tear them out and give them to your players and tear them out? Mm-hmm. I want them to. I know it's so simple to just print them off yourself, but it's just, I miss that.
No,
just
I like
being
that. I like that.
here, you need a new one, there you go.
Once
Like,
we had them, it's $10 for like 20 pages.
oh, really? Oh,
I
never
think
mind.
Awful.
We could totally. But I think like with the glue, like the cheesy little tearaways.
Yeah, I do like that though.
That'd be fun. Or like if there's like I don't know, there's another game, Paranoia. Have you guys played that? Or I backed it on its remake, and they had this really cool character sheet that you could write on with dry erase markers and just reuse it. And I was like, that's awesome.
I like that.
I know a lot more games are doing
cool.
stuff like that just because it's like, it's good for the earth.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then you just pull out one of those bad boys.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
Yeah.
One of those little gems.
Yeah.
Floppy Miller would deep fry that.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh.
And say it was grape flavored because it's purple.
If you could understand him.
If you go, anyways.
Confessionals.
Oh, right. Yeah. Thank you guys for having me on.
Oh, no, wait. Hold on. So, Daniel, at the end of each show, we do confessionals.
Okay.
So all you have to do is...
Excuse me.
I don't know how we'll see this awkwardly. But all you have to do is confess a thing or a something or things in that. Before we move to that, I guess.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. I love seeing you.
Oh, I always love seeing you.
It's always great having Daniel. You're going to be attending. You're going to be attending with us for the next couple of conventions.
Yep, I'll be DMing with you guys for Adventures League stuff, and then also for fun things at Ren Fair. I love doing Ren Fair. It's so much fun. And then I'll be running Collateral Damage at Dragonflight. I think is the next big demo that we'll be doing for it. But if you have any questions or anything, feel free to contact Cleric Games, or I'm on Facebook and all that fun jazz. Daniel Salcedo.
Yes. And I want to say thank you because you've been around since the beginning when we did our first Ren Fair, and you were one of our supporting DMs.
You guys have been a blast.
And I want to thank you also for your support, of Cleric Games,
Dude, you guys have been rad from the beginning. I've had a blast with you guys, and I just can't wait for all the things we have planned for the future.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's one of the artists that did some of our packaging back in our cannabis days. I mean, that was... Yeah.
Oh, man, yeah.
You're awesome,
that
man.
Was rad. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Was that your confessional? That was really sweet.
No, that was just thanks. Wait till the confessions come.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Coming.
Like junior comers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What would Darby's scream been at the end of that scene? Like the horror scene.
It would have been like this. That's all on the body.
Let's go.
On the body.
That would be so funny.
Oh
awesome.
no, Darby. Oh.
Thank you for that.
All right. Oh, let's transition. I'm gonna turn like this.
Do we have? Oh, we look at each other.
Right. I'm trying. How's that look, Kenobi-san?
It's all right, Daniel. If you want to back up a little bit,
we gotta. Yeah. We should all just move into Daniel's frame.
Just all into this one.
We're all close to the
All right. Do I have to start?
Yeah, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I watched it before, but.
So, welcome to the confessional.
Thank you. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
What are your sins?
I do have a confession.
Tell me.
Is it distracting with my music? I was
so those of you guys that kind of have been watching, I've been slowly working on my hair and my thing.
But you can't tell
it's fake.
that.
That's the
My
confessional.
headband is 100%. I want to see everyone in the chat.
For the DMs that are coming to Renaissance Fair, and he took one as soon as I got him, and now I regret every single
I wear it every day.
Only because he abused it.
This is a great headband. I don't know if you guys can see the details on this thing.
I mean, it's really amazing. I really like it.
Whip yourself 20 times for this thing.
So my confession is that so I have protested this whole like makeup and hair and all of this fun jazz.
Picketed, actually.
All at Cindy. But I've actually kind of enjoyed it. I look forward to my little Tuesday, like I put on my makeup. And
Mikey did do my makeup today. It was quite entertaining having Mikey do my makeup.
Close your eyes. Don't look there.
I've made a monster here.
I've
created a monster pretty much.
So that's my confession, is that I have been enjoying my little self-care and moisturize. Things like that.
See, boys, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You know what else is okay? Mani-pedis. Not enough people treat themselves.
I agree.
I can't do. That's a totally other story. But I'll have to tell you about.
You're ticklish.
No, I'm not ticklish. It's you know.
You've told me the story, but I get too strong.
It's a long story.
True.
It's stuff.
Okay.
But that's my confession.
I will. Are you ready to go? Because I think I should go last.
Oh,
you have a good. She has a good one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He's done.
All right. My confession then is earlier when I said I'll be right back, I forgot to eat lunch. I'm gonna go to Del Taco. I didn't go to Del Taco. I went to the gas station and had a hot dog. I did it to myself. I really did. But I needed to get gas, and I didn't have enough time to get gas and Del Taco, and so I sacrificed.
Oh, did you go up the hill?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a.
I know that's a really dumb confessional, but.
No, dog. The only thing that you did wrong was you didn't go to the reservation.
Where was that?
It's a little bit further down the street. They don't serve gas.
Right.
That doesn't help. However,
I gotcha.
But they have the best food.
It's like gas station food, but much better quality.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
and
it.
it's delicious.
I mean,
it's affordable.
They have a chili hot dog burrito. Wrap thing,
and they
it's
fry it.
It's really
I
really heavy.
hope my doctor's not watching this.
Yeah, you can't. You probably shouldn't eat there every day. Bad for your health, but from time to time, it's nice.
All right. So yeah, I wasn't prepared for a confession, but I'm glad I was able to get that off my chest.
I was wondering because it took you a long time to get back there.
I had to get gas.
Okay.
Anyways, all right. Sorry.
So there's a few things. One.
She loves the headband.
It's true.
You can tell everything.
I don't need to confess anything. I fucking hate the headband on you, Mikey. You wear it like that.
From day one. Sorry. Anyways.
It's okay, but not like this.
No, we're past the headband now.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to Gen Con. And I'm going to be hosting some live streams on Gen Con. I'm very excited.
That's awesome.
Well, I'll talk more about it, what exactly my scheduling and all that is going to be later, but I guess I'm going to be interviewing for games and stuff like that, so it's very exciting. I want to thank Rudy for the opportunity, and David and Lauren, and it's a nice opportunity. I'm really excited.
Awesome.
We have Cindy going out and spreading the good word of the Cleric.
Oh, I get confessional now.
Wait.
I'm a dork.
Bear, can you help me with my next confession? So.
Oh my God! I can help.
So there is no puppy on. Thank you, sweetheart. Congrats. Thank you. So today the puppy is with my little one in the other room, but the cleric Josh almost ran something over on the road the other day when I went to go visit him on the farm, and he saw it before I even saw it on the road, and he's like, "It's a kitty!" And we have now in Mushi's Grove want to welcome a new addition to the family. A little kitty. I'm pretty sure we don't know. We're not sure exactly what the sex is, but I'm pretty sure it's a girl from what I could see. But I'm going to be going to the vet tomorrow to find out. And my confession is that I love babies. I love them all. They're precious, and I have a puppy and a kitten and a 9-year-old who's now on summer break. And
all of us in Cleric.
It's like yes, and then all my other children here, and it's complete chaos, and I couldn't be more happier with life right now, and I am just ecstatic about what's going on. Like all my little animals that have entered my life and my friends and everything right now, all these great things that are happening are just such like blessings from the gods and goddesses that watch over us, and I'm so thankful. I mean, this is awesome.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Ah, yes,
He is so cute! He's so cute!
That's a good
You said restart the video.
Yeah, no, she's really underweight, but every 3 to 4 hours I feed her, and I mean the energy, she's moving around like crazy. Where on the first day we had her, her gums were pale, and we weren't sure if she was gonna make it through the night. And if she's a girl, we are going to name her Canterbury.
That's a good one.
And if it's a boy, we're gonna name it Michael.
No, if it's a boy, there's a couple different names. It might be either Brunar or Wolfgar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Brunar, I like that.
Yeah.
This would have been a perfect time to show that picture of me and Mikey.
We are.
Oh, do we have a picture of that?
We don't need
sign
to.
off?
We don't need to show them.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm positive.
Also, while we're looking for this picture, I want to make sure that you guys please give us a follow on Twitch, on Instagram, or on Twitter, Cleric Games. You can find us Cleric Games, and our logo is always our main picture, right?
Yes.
Our profile picture.
No, there's axes, and it's blue.
I just gave us a follow. Thank you.
Woo!
Oh, thank you for the follow. Who was it?
MX
MX. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for coming into the Cleric Games family.
Oh, JW wants to see the photo.
Oh, okay, the photo. Oh, yeah, and make sure you subscribe on YouTube and you like us on Facebook. If you can get us on Twitch, please make sure you're following us on Twitch. We'd really appreciate it.
I mean, I am nervous if we show the photo, people won't back us.
No.
No, I think if you show the
I will.
photo,
No. Hold on a
people
second.
will
If I tell you what. Let's make a contest, okay?
All right.
We will show the photo.
All right.
And we will reveal something else. That we will reveal it'll be a bundle package.
Oh.
Yes. Only if we get 10 more subscriptions.
Kayla from Wholehearted Geek.
Hey! I know them.
Yeah, we do.
I like those guys.
We'll have to have them on the show too and show
Yeah.
off some of their cool stuff that we've bought off of them too.
Yeah.
They have hand painted dice.
No, well they do, but their main thing is that they make these wonderful bags.
Oh, I remember
And
the prototype. Where was it? It was last
They're making
last
me
year.
a prototype
Yes.
because I came and I told them like, hey, I got a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my cats like to play with my bags. and my dice, they do. They like to play with them, and the dice come rolling out. And I think they play D&D at night when no one's looking.
They do.
They probably
and,
do.
At least when Archimedes was around, they did.
Oh, that cat looks so happy.
And so,
it's so asleep right now.
I know, I love it. Anyways, she did a great job with the prototype, and now we're doing all kinds of cool things. But yes, there's so they have amazing things, and we'll have to have them on if she will, or they will.
Yeah.
Because there's two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long stream.
50 followers? Once we hit 50 followers is when we're going to reveal?
Hold, no.
You said 10. That's
No. Look.
Oh my God, you scared the cops, Darby.
If we can have a legitimate poll about the headband, okay? If we can have a legitimate, what I want to do is
headband.
I want to have I want to wear the headband again.
What?
Again on
Wait,
another show, on another
what?
episode. I want to wear the headband.
No.
If everyone in chat goes, you know what? For the price of an embarrassing photo, he gets to wear the headband again. We'll do it.
You're right.
I get the money though if this happens
How do we
because
start with
like
the brush?
I'm so not into it.
No!
I hate it
Yeah.
right now.
I'm actually like, so the thing is, I'm a fan of it, but I understand why all of you hate it.
All right.
Like,
Oh!
I get it.
So we might end up changing the show
Now
length to 2
forehead's
hours.
naked.
We've been trying to do 1 to 2, but we might have to bump it up because we have so much stuff to talk about all the freaking time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
2 hours?
So that might happen. Look forward to listening to these guys.
These guys.
Guys.
Not me.
And that
but those
gay.
guys.
For 2 hours. You can put us on when you want to go to bed and listen to our soothing voices.
Oh, little baby. Oh, tiny little muffin. I have 2 babies.
So, all right. So we need to end this. Pirate Festival coming up July 13th and 14th.
Very excited.
Collateral Damage Kickstarter coming out on the 9th.
The July 9th. The
July 9th. Embarrassing Photo, whenever that happens. Headband, tomorrow.
It's a really good photo.
It's
I show it to a lot of people. So if you see me on the street, oh yeah.
Oh no!
My parents saw it and thought it was hilarious.
Yes.
Stop people on the street. Excuse me, good sir.
Excuse me, good sir. Would you care to see this ridiculous photo?
Please do tell.
Please tell me your thoughts on this photo.
It's real good.
If you guys would like to see Daniel come back, maybe we can do a longer session.
Cool.
That would be
down,
fantastic. Let us know.
We'll roll it all new so it's not the same story.
Yeah.
Because that's the best part.
And I'll change my voice so it definitely won't be.
Oh man.
I'm gonna bring that out. I think at whatever.
Can that just be your Ren Fair character?
No.
We should actually have Daniel back when his Kickstarter goes live. That way we can advertise it live.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah,
that's smart.
It's on
That's why
it's on
we
a
had
Tuesday.
that
Is that a Tuesday?
July 9th,
It was meant to be.
July 9th is a Tuesday.
So, Gen Con, Pirate Festival, Ren Fair, Dragonfly, PAX West, guys.
Always.
Things are happening all the time. We're excited to bring you more news.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you guys for hanging out. We try to improve every week, and we hope that we did a little bit better than our last episode.
Yeah. And yeah.
I think it was great.
I think this is the summer of Cleric. I'm really excited.
Wow.
Me too. Wow, I'm really impressed, you guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Kitty.
Okay. 5 seconds. We're going to host a sketch with my buddy.
Awesome. Whoa, what is this?
Right now.
This little head. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, isn't it no cute or what?